Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of JALEN Says. And today we are with this photographer, videographer, CEO, this incredible dude, Mr. Latrell. And can you tell us who is you? Because I mean, you do a lot of stuff in the industry. You do a lot of stuff that's pretty incredible. You do something kind of like what I'm doing as well. You have your own podcast and stuff like that. But can you explain to the audience who are you?
First off, I'm a young black man out here trying to make it. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. But I stem from a place to where it's like I wanted more for myself. I grew up then. I didn't have a lot. I had to fight for everything that I wanted. I grew up at a young age. So I was like 10, 11, 12 maybe. When I was out there cutting grass and stuff like that. Things like this, like a different generation don't know about. So it's like I was out there cutting grass, making money, walking dogs and things like that, so I can feed myself, my brothers, my mom, and things like that. So I'm originally from Virginia. Moved down to Atlanta in about 2015, 2016. After I graduated high school, I started pursuing my entrepreneurship. Of course, I worked I worked in warehouse, car dealerships. The whole nine. I did the whole thing, but at the end of it all, I got to the conclusion where it was like, I just wanted to spend and work for myself. So then that's when I came to be Javon Productions.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, all right. So I guess to get it started, why did you feel like you had to be the entrepreneur, or why did you feel like you need to make the bread?
Because time is one thing we don't have. Every day we get older and older, right? Today you might be 15, tomorrow you're gonna be 15, and the day goes. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to say to where it's like I don't want to be at an older age regretting like, oh, I wish I should have did this. I wish I should have did that. I wish I would have took this seriously when I had the time. And that's what happens when like now when you surround yourself by the right people, they're gonna open your eyes to that. So and that's what that was for me.
Yeah, but you said when you did your introduction,
Mm-hmm.
why did you feel like you needed to make the money for your family?
It was more or less it's like it wasn't even just a reason why. It was just like I just know I had to. It was more like a destiny. It's more like a destiny because like nobody wants to live in poverty. Nobody wants to live. Everybody wants to have nice things. You have a nice blazer on. Like you're dressed very nice.
You have a nice watch.
I appreciate it. So everybody wants nice things, but everybody doesn't have that. Yeah, not even just that. Everybody don't have the confidence in themselves to want it. Like you can want it, but you gotta have the confidence to get it. Because everything costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Everything costs money. Like no matter what. Like this podcast we're doing right now costs money. These microphones we're holding cost money. The shirt on your back costs money. You can't just do that. Just be like, I gotta just wake up one day. Yeah, I mean everybody knows you gotta work hard. But you have to work hard. You gotta do the work. So but that's more or less like that's why it's not even just a why. It's more or less it's like I have to because you only have one life. Like you gotta make the most of it. You have to make the most of it.
So did you find yourself having a goal in life when you were young, or was it just?
Yeah, I like my goal. My goal is just more or less like I want it to be different. I want to be different. I watched my mom raise 3 kids by the time she was 21. I'm the second oldest. She had my older sister by the time she was 13. She had me by the time she was 16, so it was different. And I grew up like early 2000s, so it's totally different, right? So I watched my mom go through her trials and tribulations. So now it gets to the point to where it's like she moved from Virginia, came down here. Now she makes over 6 figures a year. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So she only been down here for about 4 years, and now she's already touching over $300,000.
So is your mom really the reason you have that work?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my mom is my biggest inspiration. She's my strongest opponent. That's what I can always say. My mom is always my strong because me and her is just a lot. Her and I are just like it's insane. It's insane.
So what kind of inspired you to go into the field that you are in right now?
Well, once I started hanging around the content creators down in Atlanta, I took my first trip to Houston. I went to California and I met up with a lot of influencers. I realized how much social media and the entertainment industry has changed. has shifted, because like I said, I grew up fast. So I used to watch old shows like Sanford and Son, Good Times, things like that, But then now you more or less got people online doing hip dances. You know what I'm saying? So it's that evolution of the media industry has shifted. So once I seen the growth in the network and that, it's like, well, that's a form of entertainment, but it's something that always, people are always going to create. Everybody's always online. Everybody's always online.
All right. Now, you are in some pretty cool stuff right now, but you said you used to work at warehouses until you found out you wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
How did you figure out the thing that you wanted to do? Because by what I see, you were going through a lot of different choices in life before you found it.
Yeah, honestly, it just came to me. Honestly, it's like one day I was literally taking pictures with my friends on their phone, right? And everybody always said like, bro, you can edit real good. You take good pictures. You da. And then I was in bed. Then, like I said, I was around YouTubers and content creators, so it was more or less like everybody else had a camera, but I'm the one that everybody always asks to take the picture.
Yeah.
Like how weird is that? Everybody in here got a camera, but everybody always asks me to take the picture.
Is that what kind of shifted you to entrepreneurship?
Yeah, and that's what drove it to me. I was like, you know what? I want to be able to take something that's gonna last a lifetime. Because when I was younger, I actually lost my grandmother and my godmother. I'm named after Latrell. Her name's Latrell. I was named after. She passed away when I was 7. So
Were those
I don't have
people in your life?
Yeah, like those are my biggest influences. Like those are it. She bailed me out, not necessarily like jail, but as in like she always bailed me out as in like if I was ever in trouble in school, if I was ever just being a little brat running around, being a bad little kid, and it's okay because everybody does it. But when I lost her, it's like I don't have any pictures or visuals of her. Same with my grandmother. I don't have anything. Like my grandmother has people like pictures when we were young, but I don't have any pictures when I was growing up. But I want to change that I want to change that for everybody else. That's why my slogan is relive the memory. So you want to be able to relive that memory that you have, because that picture will last a lifetime.
How did you learn to do your craft?
YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, honestly, you're not gonna learn how to do anything until you do it, and you gotta continuously do it. You gotta be consistent, and it's hard to build consistency if you're not motivated in yourself. Like nobody can tell you anything. It don't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter if Teresa tells Trina that you can't do it, but as long as Jalen knows that you can do it, you can do it. I can guarantee you that you can do it, and that's the same. And that's the same thing that we say. It's all like once I started taking pictures, I already had the validation from my friends. So now we're just more or less about building that consistency. So once that happened, I started opening the doors and started using my resources because my mom knows this guy in the industry. Like he's A&R for all our artists, like Sean Kingston. They got NLD Chopper and over the other people. So I started hanging around them. Then once I started hanging around the people I wanted to be like, as in like financial wise, I don't have to just be like you, like personality wise. But financial wise, you got about your money, you got about your business.
Anyway, so I'll be like that.
Exactly. I want to surround myself around them. So once that happened, I just started to veer off in the right direction.
So how did you start mingling with all these people? Because you said that's the reason that drove you into it. Were these just your friends when you came up in high school?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not from here. Like I came down here when I was 16. I didn't have any friends. I had no friends. Like I was a junior at Archer, and I was just like, this is what I got to do. I changed 3 schools. I went to 3 different high schools in 4 years.
Wow.
Like, because I was in the military, right? Like I went from Norfolk, Virginia to Richmond, from Richmond to Atlanta. So it was all in high school, then I just started talking to people. As you can tell, like I'm a people person.
Yeah.
I like to talk. I can be able to, connect with people, to see what they're about, engage with folks. So then that's how that started. Once I built that confidence, as in going out in public and talking to complete strangers, then that's when it was like, yeah, this is it for me. And then that's when I came up with my podcast.
What's your idea behind the podcast? What is your goal with it?
So, like I was kind of explaining earlier, I created my podcast off of off my own personal experience. It's more or less I wanted to open a platform and have a platform for people to have a voice in an area that they're not comfortable with. As in, some people aren't comfortable with public speaking. Some people are comfortable with public speaking. But you can call into my podcast and you can speak over the phone like that. Or just give their opinion because everybody's opinionated. Everybody wants to comment on things. Everybody wants to just feel like I'll be a part of something. And that's what it was. So now it got to the point where I was doing my interviews and relating people as in like relationship topics. I was doing financial wise because I also trade
So you
stocks.
wanted it to be basically just an all around.
Exactly, yeah. And then I'm open to anything. Like I did an LGBTQ episode. I did Pride Month thing with my friend Snow. She has one as well. It's called Let's Be Honest. So it's like I do different things because I'm an open book. You got to be open minded nowadays. That's the only way to live, honestly. That's the only way you're going to achieve certain happiness. Like when you open minded, that definitely come.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different opinions.
Exactly, and then like I said, it doesn't matter who agree with you. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to agree with you. They're supposed to debate, but that's the fun part about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fun part about it. Because now you can ask certain questions
and you can learn.
Exactly.
I mean, if everyone thought the same, what would you learn?
Exactly. There would be no evolution.
So on the topic, let's go back to you saying you were a military brat, right? Mm-hmm. What made you want to stick around in Atlanta?
Honestly, I don't even want to stick around in Atlanta. It's just I have to because of what I'm doing now. Like I built the foundation to where I don't want to lose my connections. But then again, I travel a lot as well. So I go to Houston. I was in Houston not too long ago. I went to Florida not too long ago. I had to go to New York soon. So I bounced from different places. But like I said, it's always good to have connections to different places too. It's not even always about what you know, it's about who you know too. So and you would, trust me, you would get there definitely as you continue your journey as well. I promise you. I promise you. You're going to see what I mean.
Well, how long have you been in the industry?
About 3 years, 2-3 years. 2-3 years. I've met with a lot of people from Lil Baby, The Baby, A&Rs like Ugly Money Nietzsche. I actually shoot for him as well. I mean, like I said, all the way around. I mean, just from radio interviews, the whole nine, like just the whole nine. And I did that in the span of 3 years. I did that in the span of 3 years. Went to Miami, met with 1501, it's a record label out in Houston. I did that last year. So, yeah, man, I made a lot of connections in 3 years.
Wow. So how were you able to get with these people?
They were just going out and just taking the opportunity. Like everything is like one thing about the industry that I'm in is like, in order for you to build a stable relationship with somebody, is you have to do it out of love. You have to do it as something that you love to do. If you love to do something, you would do it for free. And there's been plenty of times to where I didn't pay hundreds of dollars to go to Houston with me and my friends. My friend didn't even have a whole bunch of money. He just lost his job.
Wow.
But I ain't gonna say my last dime, but I spent a good amount of money there, and I didn't even look back for it. I didn't look back for it because I know I know he's good for it, and B, I know we were doing it because he'll do it for me. I did it for him because I know he'll do it for me. Without a blink of an eye. So that's why I said it's like you got to just do it out of love. Once you do that, you'll find yourself in rooms with him. You'll find yourself in places where it's like, I never thought I'd get here. And then you'll run into so many people. You'll be like, oh man, do you remember me? Oh yeah, da, da, da. Oh yeah, man, I just remember. Come on in, da, da. And that's how it is. And that's literally how it is.
So do you think having good friends helps you with your work ethic or just your opportunities in general?
I wouldn't just say good friends. I say the right friends. Because the right friends want to see you win. The right people want to be better than them. Because there's no competition in this. There's money out here to be made for everybody. There's money out here to be made for everybody. I've been best friends with my brother, Court. His name is Q. I call him Q. I've been best friends with him for about 10 years now. And that's been one of my best friends since I moved down to Georgia. Wow. since I moved down to Georgia. There's not one time that I've ever had to question him. Him and I always fight. We boys. That's what we do. You know, but at the end of the day, we always get back to the resolution, like to the solution. Like we gotta make it, and we're gonna make this together. You know, so it's just about having the right friends with you. Cause my brother, like I said, I've been to the point to where it's like I needed help, I had to lean on him, and it's vice versa. And now it's like now we both now I'm creating a whole TV network right now. I'm behind the scenes on a whole TV network that I'm playing right now. I actually have a sponsorship meeting on Monday. I can't talk too much about it yet, but I have a sponsorship meeting on Monday that I'm prepping this weekend for.
Well, congratulations.
You know, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wow.
So that's what happens when you. Then now I can take my friends and put them in this position. You know, so now I'm already there. Like you can't take everybody with you. Just know that. You have to know that everybody plays a role. Everybody can't be a captain. You know, everybody can't be a captain. And it's fair because I'm not even a captain yet. I'm following. I ain't gonna say following behind, but I'm running for somebody else that's younger than me. Honestly, for real, like that's younger than me. So now it's like, okay, he put me here, so now I'm putting these there. So everything is just checked. You got to move at the right time. You want to move at the right time.
All right. So you're saying that you now have a TV pro network that you're working on.
Correct.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why? Really?
I say it's to complete engagement, as in open the doors for other people. That's why. Because I'm taking content creators that I've met over the last few years that have a better following than me, but I can also open doors for them as well and put them on TV where we can both introduce each other to different avenues.
So you really want to just really, I guess, help out your peers and your.
Yeah, it's like because and look, man, look, like, and I know everybody always predicts this. As a black man this, as a black man that. I'm just gonna be honest. I wasn't even raised by my dad. You know, I'm just gonna be 100% honest. But at the same time, I got off my behind and did something about it. And it's the same way with everybody else. You have to get out there behind and do something about it. It don't even matter what color you are. But one thing about us, we tend to get comfortable. As in, we're comfortable, like we're comfortable making $65,000 a year. We're comfortable making that. We're comfortable paying the bills, doing the bare minimum, having a job. That's me. I'm not comfortable. I did it already. I didn't trade the stocks already. I didn't hit $10,000 already. I didn't touch $25,000 in cash. I just bought me a whole new car outside. So, and it wasn't just all just hard work. It was about dedication and consistency too. You know, and everybody always asked me, it was like, hey, you know, if you had your dad here today, do you think you'd be in the position that you're in? I said, no. I don't know. That's something I don't think about because it's like I didn't have it, so I don't know what I was missing. You know, you never had something, you don't know what it's like to lose it. I never had it. I did everything myself. And I followed my mom too. You know, I did everything myself. So it's the same way, bro. It's about doing it. It's just about doing it.
And off topic, but when you say you have these cars and all that, with getting fame and money and stuff like that, do you often find yourself losing yourself in it and try to?
I don't even want the fame. Honestly, that's why I'm not really big on social media. That's why I don't have a huge social media following. I don't really care about who knows you. I mean, it happens. It's good to know people know you, but it's like I said, it's all about the right people that know you. That's all it is. Like I was blessed to even be shot in this studio. I met up with the owner of this studio that we're filming in right now on Instagram off a backdrop. Kid you not. At the random backdrop, I was literally looking on Instagram and I stumbled across this page. I reached out to her. Ever since then, I've been working with her for a year and a half. And I've only shot in 2 other studios. And everything else, I bring my work here every single time. Every time, every trip. She called me, I'm here. Definitely if I have to. If I'm open, I'll be here. But she knows, like, I be going. She sees the vision. You know, but that's why I say having the right people around you. Because sometimes I shoot here, she wouldn't even charge me sometimes. Because she knows. She knows. But she knows if she need me to come shoot for somebody, I'll be there. For sure. Free, without a blinker, I'm right down the street. I'm right down the street. So yeah, man.
All right. But on the other side of the question, when you're saying you're not satisfied with the 65 a year,
Mhm.
do you often find yourself, I guess, lost in the money from having a job like this?
No, no, because I've grown to be very humble. Um, I don't want people to like to see this thing like I'm a millionaire because I'm not. I'm not. I started to learn the value of money. Once you just learn the value of money and what you can do with it, and what capital is, and what investing is, and what trading is, and what this is, value of dollars, it changes your perspective on things. Like, and that's what I had to start doing. I went back to the basics. I went back to reading books, listening to audio books, budgeting. I started planning on my calendar, started organizing myself, organizing my life. Once you do that, you're gonna be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm focused on. This is what I have to focus on. You can't focus on this, and this. You can't do that. There's no way. There's no consistency gonna be being built between five different things. Once one thing is established, you move to the next. Move to the next. Cause I messed up a few times doing that. So that's why I said, I mean, I'm comfortable to where I'm at now, and I'm blessed to be where I'm at now. But I still have a lot more room to go. I'm 24. A lot more room to go. I have a lot more to go. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And you're talking about the room that you have to go, but how do you feel that you evolved as a person throughout, I guess, not just your years in the industry, but your years as.
Honestly, bro, I feel like I grew more and more as a man. I grew more as a man than even just an entrepreneur. Because that happens first. Um, like I was saying earlier, like I was in a relationship a few years ago, and it got to the point where we broke it off, we broke it up, but I got to the point where like I needed to figure out myself. So I took that time to be by myself, and then I was like, okay, now I understand what I can accomplish by being by myself. So now it's like I became just complacent with myself. I took accountability for my actions. I did what I had to do. I didn't make any more excuses. I'm not going to make any more excuses. And then now it's more or less like I have to just make things happen. You have to make. Now I'm in the mode where it's like I have to make this happen, one way or another. I have to make this happen. So that's how I do it.
Now, what are you making happen? Because you just talked about a new TV streaming platform coming out,
Yeah.
but what else is in the works for you?
Well, right now I'm also filming. I'm looking to film on. I'm looking to partner with Netflix soon.
Okay.
Once things said and done, but then I also want to be able to partner with Tyler Perry as well as one of the EPs on one of his shows.
All right.
Or maybe just an opportunity to go to the sound stage.
Yeah.
Connect with people. You never know. Meet some of the people that we see on TV, ask for advice, things like that. But that's definitely that's something that I have coming up. But hopefully once I get everything stable and off the ground with this TV network, you'll see. And I definitely have more interviews with you about it, so you'll be updated for sure.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Sure, man. Yeah, man.
Now, you're working on producing and TV networks. Do you have any other, I guess, lanes as I guess an entrepreneur that you?
Yeah. So I'm actually investing in real estate as well.
Okay.
I'm doing real estate wholesale trading, as well as multifamily homes. So we're looking to buy a duplex, at least 100, maybe 100 or so rooms, well, apartments to where we're gonna just renovate them and be able to rent them out, be able to pay the mortgage, even to some low income families. But it's more or less about how the money falls as well, if it's smart or not. So that's just what it is. I have that, and I also trade stocks as well. So I make money at night and during the day. So this always have your money. You want your money working for you.
How do you learn how to keep your money straight? Just off of the people?
Honestly, I'm bad spending habits. Honestly, once I learned I was spending so much money on unnecessary things, I started spending money on the necessary things. So now I'm like, okay, I'm spending $500 on my podcast interface, but it's making me more money because now I'm listening on Spotify.
Yeah.
See how that works? You see what I'm saying? But I can spend $500 on Dolce & Gabbana shoes and my feet hurt. And my feet hurt, you know? It's like it's just about investment. Like I don't gotta be the flashiest guy. I don't want to be. I don't want the most attention. I want to be the quietest person in the room to make the most money. That is gonna change. That is what's gonna get. They're gonna look at you and be like, man, there's something about you. And so they'll be like, oh, and that's when you get the right people to gravitate towards you. I'm telling you. I went to the Aspire event down at Cumberland. I was in a room full of millionaires. Wow. Full of millionaires. I didn't even know it. Not at all. Not from a can of paint. I went in there, on a good friend of mine named Shadano. He brought me there a free ticket that was there for 2 days. Came out. I met Kevin Hart. I met the founder of Spanx, the owner of Sephora. I met the Chanel bags. I met the lady that do that. I met a lot of different entrepreneurs in there, like the real Tarzan. You ever heard of him? The guy that be with the animals and snakes and all that other stuff. I met him as well. Did an interview with him. I mean, I met a lot of good people. So that changed my life, man. Wow. Yeah, man. I got some things coming up. I can't wait to release it.
Right.
I can't wait to release it.
Okay, so who is your inspiration to keep moving forward?
Honestly, that's a good question. Because like I said, my mom was my biggest motivation, and I'm inspired by her. But now it's more or less like I don't know. I look up to other black men like Marcus Barnes. You ever heard of him? So
yeah, I'm pretty sure the name.
Yeah, his name is like him500 on Instagram. He does credit repair. He shows people how to leverage credit and show people how to use credit and capital to make money. Even like the Wall Street Trapper, things like him. That's who I live. Those are my people that I live. And I actually met Marcus. I actually met him at the Inspired event. Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. I talked to him for about 10, 15 minutes. He had to go around and do his thing. But those are my inspiration. I want to be in the same room with them. I want to be able to sit down at the table and have a conversation about money and about what we're doing with them. Once you do that, then now you're making a difference. Once you sit at that table and have that meeting about money, that's something everybody's always scared to talk about. Is money. Everybody always want to talk about how to make money. Oh, I can do this. You can do trucking. You can do dispatching. You can do Lyft. You can do that. Well, you're gonna do it. That's how you're gonna make it. You can talk about it all damn day long. You can talk about it all day long, but you got to do it. And that's the message I got from them. Ever since then, I quit my job. I've been doing it for about 6 months. I've been traveling a lot, and every month I make more money and more money and more money. Just to pay my bills for the next month. And I'm comfortable. Okay, I can make $5,000 a week. I can make $20,000 this month, and I can just pay for it like that. Just do what I gotta do. Yeah, man. I do a lot of different things. Love money. I love it, man.
So when you're not making all this money, what do you do to relax?
Honestly, I just sit back. I be in the house planning my day. I edit time to time. I come up with different ideas to be more engaging. Like I have a Valentine's Day power shoot I'm ready to do.
Okay.
I'm also doing a marketing event in March for my travel company as well, and Travel that I partner with. And then honestly, bro, I just really just try to keep busy. I relax throughout the day. Other than that, I really just try to keep busy because I always have to be doing something. Because if I'm not doing something, I feel like I'm not being productive. There's always something to be done. It's always like whether if you're reading a book, whether if you're researching, whether if you just figuring out what 1 + 1 is. It don't matter. You just being productive at that point. Now you're one step ahead of the game. You're never behind. Now you're one step ahead of the game.
Do you find yourself, is the job that you're in right now or the jobs that you have right now a lot more freeing than what it was before?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to work 10, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week at a warehouse. Yeah, man, I did it at a dealership too. I got tired of it. I got tired of being I got tired of being honest. I got tired of somebody else being in control of whether if I eat or not. That's literally how it is. When you don't clock in and go to work, you don't eat. Simple as that. But at that point, who are these people to tell me I can't eat? Because you're holding the paycheck over my head? Because I gotta wake up on your clock. I gotta wake up when you tell me to, or not I get rolled up, or I get this, I get that, or I get fired. Now I gotta worry about how I'm gonna pay my bills. Now I gotta worry about how I'm gonna do this. Now I gotta, that's not a way to live. I mean, like I said, it's not for everybody. Everybody's complacent to be the right way. Me, I'm not. I was fed up with it. So I said, you know what, forget it. That point I just took off with it. That point I just took off. So I went from 12 hours a day working for somebody else to 12 hours a day working for myself. It got to match. It has to match. So the same time you're putting in at that other person's clock, it's the same time you got to put in on your clock. This is either or. Either or. Because when you go to work, you don't have that your job because you know you're losing. You want to lose your business? You want to lose your drive to do what you want to do? No. Because you're the only person that can be able to take it from you. Nobody else can.
And off topic, yeah, but you said that you worked at a lot of different jobs and things like that. Do you now find yourself as a do-it-yourself man because of all the skills that you learned?
Yes, and that's one of my biggest downfalls. Because I want to do everything myself, but I have to understand that I can't. So that's when I have the team I have around me now, to where it's like, for instance, I have an interview here, but I had a photo shoot to do down at the studio that I work with. So I sent my best friend, the guy from my life. So I sent him, and I gave him the pay cut or whatever, for whatever what he do, and then we got everything done. But I couldn't do everything myself. You have to make sacrifices.
So is it like how that you could do all this stuff, but if it's one thing that you can't do, it's just kind of annoying you?
No, not necessarily, because it's like the opportunity is going to present itself again. Because if it presented itself one time, it's going to present itself again. It's just a matter of when. That's all. But that's why I say it's about the right people. You connect with the right people. You're gonna do it. It's bound to happen. It's literally destiny. It's bound to happen. You open the door one time, that door will remain open. Definitely, if you take care of the people that's gonna take care of you. But that's why I say you do something out of love. Everything isn't always just about how many dollars I can take out of their pocket or how much money I can spend. Just by me networking with you could be very beneficial. And you ain't know me at all. You don't know me at all, but you never know. You never know. So now I can take this experience from me and have a lot of my content creator guys that has 300,000 followers on Instagram, and my cousin has 900,000 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
Almost at 100,000, a million followers. I have people that I met a girl that's in Texas. She does cosmetics, like makeup and lip balm and stuff like that. She's only 19. She said when she comes to Atlanta, I'll see about Atlanta interview doing something.
Thank you.
She got like 2.2 million followers. I met her at the Inspiration. I didn't even know what's happening. I was like, I just seen your video. She was like, oh, I was like, yeah. And I showed her. She was like, oh my God. She was like, oh my God. Ever since then, I got a trip to go with her to Houston to do some headshots. Then she gonna come to Atlanta. And I told her she got to come around. So other content creators like I said. She was like, yeah, let's do it. So I definitely do that for you. I'm not.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
So I see that you're helping me. You talked about helping a lot of people. Do you have, I guess, a dream of inspiring not just the people around you, but the people who look at you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to be able just to send a message to where it's like, man, you got to just be proud of yourself. Like, don't take yourself for granted. Don't beat yourself up. I mean, it's gonna happen, like I said, once you build it. But in order to build a stable house, you gotta have a stable foundation. So you gotta be able to walk on the curb that you gotta be able to walk down the path that you want to do. So, like I said, like me, I'm only 24, and I want to be able to reach people that's older than me or even younger than me. So it's like, I don't want you to be like me. I don't want people to take this message and be like me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be you. You be yourself, because there's no there's no. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain. Like, but
There's no like it.
yeah. There's no good. There's no other person like yourself. You're one of a kind. You are yourself. You are Jalen. You know. I don't want you to be like Steve. I want you to get his level. I don't want you to be like him because if that's not you, then what? Nah. You stuck being somebody that you're not. What's the fun of that? What's the fun of that?
And think about it. If there's two of the same people,
How rare is it? You ain't gonna find five of the same stones. Guarantee you that. Definitely not the same stone. I know you ain't. I know you're not. But that's just how life is, man. I'm only, like I said, I'm young man, and I want to accomplish a lot of things, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it. I'm gonna make it happen one way or another. One way or another.
one way or another.
One way or another.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming on today.
For sure, man. Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it. Now, for some of my followers who don't know who you are yet, can you tell them where they can follow you?
Yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Latrell. It's ONLY, the number one, dot LATRELL. Also, my production page is It's Bomb Productions. And make sure you guys, please follow me because once you guys do, you guys will be. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little secret, all right? I'm gonna give you a little secret. Just for you. All right, so look. The meeting I was talking about that I have coming up this week, and actually with a potential sponsorship called AU Vodka. And AU Vodka is a distillery company that's been around for a long time. Like they created 1800 New Amsterdam and things like that. But they're a liquor company that's going to look that we're actually going to be pitching to try to sponsor our network. So that is what we're doing. That's what we're prepping for. So once that happens, we're going to release a huge casting call to where I want actors and actresses over the age of 21, between the age of 21 to 26, well, 22 to 26 to 27, to come and audition. We're looking to have a few celebrities, like maybe Saucy Santana there, or somebody, maybe like a good rapper, or like somebody that's good influence. You know, I want to be able to bring people together, not just on no hip hop vibe, you know, but be able to deal with just to make money. But this is gonna happen. I'm gonna try to have my aunties on the panel as well. My aunt, her name is Natalie Graham. You can look her up on Google right now. She just hit $250,000 every month through the business. Yeah, so now she's in the Teletravel Hall of Fame. So we're gonna look to bring some people there. So it's gonna be a dope event. So that is what we have coming up later on in February month. So you guys stay tuned for that.
All right, well, stay tuned for that. And again, thank you so much.
Sure. I appreciate you, man. Yeah.
All right, and thank you guys out there for watching. Again, also, the sponsorship thing is not up right now, but I'd love to thank my sponsors, Mr. Eddie Bell from On Time Sunwear, who has been a real supporter, and he has some incredible sunglasses. He has some sunglasses for the fall, winter, spring, summer, anything you need, casual, business, fun, anything. So please look up On Time Sunwear on Facebook. It's some pretty incredible sunwear. Also, the Mitchell's Academy of Music and Dance. I've been with the Mitchells for around 2 years now, and they are incredible. Mr. Mitchell and Mrs. Mitchell, they know the music, they feel the music, they love the music. They've been with music for a while, and each time they press a key or sing a note, you could feel it just vibrate through you and them. So, hey, if you have a passion for music and dance, please check the description because the information will be down there. And thank you all so much for watching. And also, Dropback Studios. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to say. But Dropback Studios, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this incredible studio. I mean, if you guys are shooting anything, if you guys want to shoot anything, please look up Dropback Studios because it's incredible. It's fantastic. It feels nice. I mean, you would know.
Yeah, man, this is like my second home. Shout out to Miss L. You know, big I love her to death. Me and her, we fight all the time, but you know it's out of love. You know it's all out of love. But make sure you guys tune in to Dropback Studios 623 on Instagram. Make sure you guys book her. She's a lovely lady. You guys are lovely.
Yes. And again, thank you all so much. And stay tuned. But before that, actually,
one more.
One more. Upcoming, there is going to be a fashion show in February. And I don't have the date right now. Again, everything will be in this description. February the 10th. And I will be modeling. So, hey, you guys can see me. Again, all the information for that will be in the description as well. I'm going to be interviewing some models January 27th. Yes, January 27th. And yeah, I'm going to be doing some of that. So tune in on Facebook, Cat Coles, or Jalen Says TV for more of that stuff. But again, thank you all so much and stay tuned. Peace.